Hi everyone, here I have my vegetables, carrot, mushrooms, frozen cauliflower, asparagus, green beans, and chopped up Brussels sprouts. Over here I have avocado, lettuce, garlic, raw onion, and cherry tomatoes. And for dessert I have a tangerine and a kiwi, and earlier for lunch I had a banana. The first thing in the pot is my chopped up carrots. The water unfortunately is far too hot, but I don't have a thermometer. However, I always retain my vegetable water and I reuse that and reuse it until it's completely gone. That way I'm not going to lose any of the nutrients. Even though they're very small, the texture is really hard, so I always put them in for 3 minutes and then I add the rest of my vegetables. I'm in the process of making guacamole. As you can see, it is not a lot of avocado. It was a mini avocado. I also use Very Good garlic, if you can see that, by Tabitha Brown. It's an all-purpose seasoning that is salt-free. So I'll add some of that, mash it, and then once this is mashed, I'll put the rest of my vegetables in, ready to serve on the plate. And today I'm having it with vegan lasagna from Three Girls on Spring, and then a handful of French fries. Although I had French fries yesterday and I should definitely pace myself, I fancied French fries. I went for an 1.5 hour walk, so decided that I could probably have a few. This is the finished product. And in here, I've also added some cut zucchini that was frozen. I've added the rest of my vegetables. I'm going to add my raw red onion as well. Let this cook for 4 minutes. Strain and drain, retain the water, and then serve this with my guacamole, my vegan lasagna, my French fries, and then a little bit of barbecue sauce. In here I have my red onions and my garlic, so I have another 2 minutes to go when it will be cooked and ready to eat. My vegetables are all cooked, and as you can see they have a beautiful light green color, which means that they're not overcooked, but they'll be soft enough to eat and enjoy. And finally, here is the finished product. Guacamole, cherry tomatoes, lettuce, lasagna from Three Girls at Spring, French fries, barbecue sauce. Now this is not all the vegetables because unfortunately it cannot all fit on the plate. So I will start eating this first and then I'll come back and add the rest of the vegetables. This is the remainder, and I always consume all of my food when I cook at home. When I go out, I make it a habit to only eat half of my food, particularly in the United States. But at home, I'm all about eating fresh, so I cook every day, and I'll make sure to consume all of my vegetables.